BYU will join the West Coast Conference next year in most of its sports, including basketball. BYUtv is joining up a bit earlier. This week, in fact, we will be in Las Vegas to broadcast the first 2 days of the West Coast Conference men's and women's basketball tournaments from the Orleans Arena. True Blue's Lakia Holmes reports.
If you've been looking for more basketball action on BYUtv, you're in luck. We're hitting the road and making our way to Las Vegas to bring you coverage of the first round and quarterfinals of the West Coast Conference men's and women's basketball tournament. Dave McCann, Jerem Jordan, Kristen Kozlowski, and the rest of the True Blue crew will be broadcasting live from the Orleans Arena. The idea for the partnership between BYUtv and the WCC started not long after the announcement that the Cougars would be joining the WCC this fall.
It was really Tom Homo and the folks at BYU TV that came to us and said, hey, why don't we start a year early? And it looks like you're putting these non-ESPN games on regional sports networks as it is, and might that be a place where we could start? And as soon as we heard that, we worked very quickly to make it happen. I think it's a great start to the relationship. It's a great first foot forward for BYU as part of the West Coast Conference.
Commissioner Zdinovich says that he's excited about having his conference showcased on another platform that reaches millions internationally. BYUtv's managing director Derek Marquis says it's all a part of our philosophy of seeing the good in the world.
We can't imagine a conference that would be better for BYU to participate in other than the West Coast Conference, with these other faith-based schools and BYU being a faith-based school. And so for the opportunity for us to go and show the good, see the good in the West Coast Conference, whether BYU is participating this year or not, that's a big deal for BYU television. And that's exactly the reason BYU television exists, to share with audiences around the world the incredible things that are taking place in the world that are good.
Cougar fans can get a first-hand look at what they'll expect to see next season when the West Coast Conference men's and women's basketball tournament kicks off this Friday, March 4th at 1 p.m. Mountain Time here on BYUtv.